The salt being poured around the Super Mario Brothers movie is pretty humorous to me. I'm really laughing at the salt that some of these people that are so mad that they're going and giving this thing bad reviews because of the fact that it positions itself as a movie for young people and fans, most importantly, fans. So you have a product that wants to please fans. And have you ever noticed that when something like that comes out, or an actor comes out and says they want to please the fans and it's all about the fans, we want to make the fans happy, here's this product that's specifically made for the fans. There's no creepy, weird bullshit in it. It's just something that families can take their kids to see. And we want the fans to enjoy it because there's 3 generations of fandom for this game. They really don't need anybody outside of their fandom to go see this movie for it to be, it would still be a success just based on the amount of people that have grown up or played Nintendo and Mario games. If you've played Nintendo games, you've most assuredly played a Mario game. So I just find all of this salt funny. And, you know, the one laughing all the way to the bank is Illumination. The number that I talked about yesterday went up again. Now it's going to be possibly the greatest animated movie box office yet, which I think is hilarious. You know Disney is over there seething. This used to be them. Now it's Illumination. Illumination is going to have the top animated box office of all time. Won't that be funny? Won't that be hilarious? Disney dethroned. They don't like that shit. They used to own the box office. It used to be an event. Families would say, well, Disney movie's coming. Let's go see the Disney movie. It's safe. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. Now they say, let's go see that Illumination movie. 4th, 5th sequel to those what are those Rise of Gru movies, Minions, banging those things out left and right, and they make big money. She used to be Disney. Super Mario Brothers swelling to $368 million worldwide, all-time record debut for animated movie, beating Frozen 2. Let's take a look at this update. Saturday AM. Illumination Universal Super Mario Brothers movie is still coursing for a $200 million 5-day opening, which, as we told you, is second best ever after Transformers Revenge of the Fallen's Wednesday, Saturday haul of $200 million. This is even after a $55 million Friday and still projected $137 million 3-day. However, the bigger deal is that the movie is headed for a $368 million global start, making the Nintendo production the biggest animated opening of all time, ahead of Frozen 2's $358 million. That's got to piss Disney off. Bob Iger's up there slamming his fists on desk. Why didn't we get Mario? Because you probably wanted to make some weird identity politics bullshit. I do wonder if Nintendo and Disney ever talked. They had to have. Wouldn't you think? Like, what do you think? Illumination came? Do you think Illumination came to them? Or they went to Illumination? I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Unless somebody comes out and leaks it, which could happen, but I don't think we'll ever know. Unless Nintendo comes out and says something, but who knows? Ahead of Frozen 2's $358 million, Nancy will have all of the particulars soon, as this must-see movie is minting $173 million overseas. I knew it would make more money overseas. There's just too many markets. This is a global property. This is not confined to North America or Japan. Mario is global. it does look like it is still behind Incredibles 2 just for US Canada. Just for US Canada. But I think they could break that. We could pump those numbers up. I'd like to take all the titles from Disney. That would be best case scenario. I'd love to see a Disney lose all of their records because they deserve to lose all of their records. They've ran themselves into the ground, and I think it's hilarious. They had a unbeatable position for decades. They controlled that market, and they allowed themselves to lose it. They are responsible for this at the end of the day. Disney allowed Illumination to come in and steal the show from them because they would rather chase bullshit politics than focus on the market they're there to please. I don't know how shareholders aren't more pissed. Like, speaking out, people with large shares. I'm not talking about, people with one or two. I'm talking about people that have a lot that can really get in those investor calls. And we saw a little bit of that the other day, but then you see people calling in and say, oh my God, you're doing such a great job. Fun idiots, man. So this movie's killing it, breaking records, dethroning Disney. Some of the headlines on that. Well, of course, BBC Culture says the Super Mario Brothers movie review lazy and for fans only. So what? So what? Why does that matter? Who cares? Apparently it's doing just fine, despite you. These people hate shit that's for fans. They don't like it. They hate you. Now, here's the craziest thing, though. Vox. Vox is woke as hell. One of the wokest outlets there is. And they actually get it. The Super Mario Brothers movie, like the video game, is for kids. It isn't groundbreaking cinema, but it is extremely kid-friendly, which is why it's doing so well. Because it's got that core market. It's captured it. The kids are into this movie. That's the core audience for this movie. But there's enough there for the generations of Mario fans to go enjoy. It really did manage to make itself a movie for everybody. Just about everybody plays Mario. I guess it's not for everybody. Some of these salty-ass journalists that hate fun, they don't like it. Things that aren't full of politics, they don't like it. But, this one at least gets it. And because of that, Super Mario Brothers is eyeing box office records following a fast start. IGN came out with this. It almost reads as a negative. Gentle reminder that the Super Mario Brothers movie is for children. It's simply not that serious. But the writer goes on to defend the movie. When I first saw this, I thought it was going to be smearing. It was going to be smearing the games. Like, do you remember they used to say video games were for children? You're a video game outlet, IGN. But it goes on to say this is meant to capture younger people to get into the brand, to introduce these people to the characters of the Mario world. That's how you ensure that you get more people buying your shit after some die off. You need to get kids into your stuff. This is why comic books, American Western comic books, at least superhero-wise, are in the shitter because they never replaced their fan base during a long, extensive period of time. They were trying to replace them with weirdos instead of staying within that kid market because they need those kids to grow up, still be into the shit, and pass it on to their kids. And that's not really happening anymore. It's a whole generation of readers lost for comics. That's not happening in Nintendo, is it? Even that old movie is benefiting from this. I talked about this yesterday. Here's the article because I didn't pull it up. Super Mario Brothers movie sends original 1993 film soaring up Amazon bestseller charts. It's actually $5. I don't have that movie, so the DVD is $5. The Blu-ray is not available. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not available on Blu-ray, but the DVD is there. I kind of want to watch it again because I haven't watched this. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. For $5, I'll watch it again, just to see if maybe it's aged better. I haven't watched it in a long time. But the other thing that I want to point out in here is that the Super Mario Brothers movie, the current one, is already up there for pre-order and doing well. But they point out in here that the cult classic is ranked above the Blu-ray for the new movie. Well, the pre-order is a pre-order. You're not getting the movie. And that movie is $30 versus $5. A lot of people went in there to pre-order it, probably had no clue that there was an older movie, and they bought it. So I would expect that $5 stock that they have left, because it's an old DVD cover, it's probably going to run out eventually. They had it there dirt cheap because they were trying to get rid of it. Now people are running in, so it's kind of funny. But the Blu-ray itself is up there as well. I think it's like right under it. So, I mean, this movie's going to sell shitloads physical media too, like old numbers, which is pretty hilarious. It's tearing everything up. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.